So another statement that we can use is the else clause. And so I'm going to make another program. And let's take a look at the previous if demo. We got an input from the user, and if it was one thing, we did one thing. Otherwise, and in all cases, we did this. So let's see if we can do this. Let's see, put name. And then we'll see, please enter a name. If name equals Rob, and so we're going to make a program that says, hey, if it's Rob, then we're going to say, hey, welcome back, Rob. And so we use the double equals, which means if this equals Rob, we will do one thing. Else, and notice again, we put a colon here, and then we are in another block of code, which is indented in, and we're going to say print and so here what we have is a situation where if it knows me, then it's going to say hello and my name. If it doesn't know me, then it's going to say welcome, new person I don't know. So let's run this. So I'll put in Rob, and I would say, welcome back, Rob. If I run it again, welcome new person I don't know. So this is basically our ability, a way for us to make a decision where if we want to do one thing, we can do that. If a one condition occurs, then we can do that. If not, then we can do another. So let's make a numerical example of this. We'll make a new file, and we'll say so we could do this. Let's say what we want to do is we wanted to say if or get we'll get a number from user, and then what we'll do is we will say if odd, say odd, otherwise say even. So how do we do that? Well, to get the number, we would say number is equal to, let's do a float, input, please enter a number. And then what we need to do is figure out if it's odd. Well, how can we do that? Well, one way of doing that is let's do this. Let's just print the modulus of num mod 2. And so we're going to do that first. And this is a technique that it explains also one of the reasons why we have modulus operation. And so if I enter 3, we get 1.0. Let me run it again. And let me put 4, which is an even number. 0. I'll run it again. And let's see, I could put 7. We get 1. I'll run it again. Put a really big number and finish it with a 4. And that's even. So basically, no matter what the number is, it'll return 1 or 0. 1 for the odd ones and 0 for the 0 ones, just by doing this modulus. So I could use that as my if check. I could say if num mod 2 equals 1, then print odd. Else, then this is going to be the part where we say print even. And I need my colon here. And then just to show, do a print, thank you for using my program. And then maybe we'll even put a header in here. So this is, say goodbye. And this will always execute. And then, here's so you can see everything before and after the if is always going to execute. The only thing that's conditional is really things that are indented in blocks inside of my if then. And so we're going to get a number, we're going to convert it to a float, we're going to check to see if it's equal to 1, and then we'll say it's odd, and then otherwise we'll say it's even. So let's run that. Oh, I misspelled number. Okay, so let's see. I put 5 in. It says odd. I run it again. And then down here, I'll put the 4 at the end. And it's even. So now we have, you can see that in both cases, you could, one of the things to note when you're learning this is note what always runs. And what is conditional. So that's how we use the else block. And let's see, number. Always important to have things look correct. Okay, so I'll save that. And there you have an example of using else. Thank you.